sounds already better than the old days.
Welcome to our annual reorganization, Sunday, January 2nd, 2022. The notice requirements provided for in the Open Public Meetings Act have been satisfied. Notice of this meeting was properly given by transmission to the Star Ledger, the Independent, and the Children's Times, and by posting at the Middletown Township Municipal Building and filing with the Township Clerk on January 2nd, 2021. Committeeman Clark.
Here.
Committeeman Hibell.
Here.
Committeeman Kratz. Here. Committeeman Perry.
Here.
Committeeman Senabrino.
Here.
At this time, I'd like to invite John Alonzo, leading the Pledge of Allegiance, who is a lifelong resident of Middletown, veteran of World War II and the Korean War. Please come forward to lead us in the pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
At this time, I'd like to invite Reverend Jeffrey J. Hagley of St. Mary Mother of God Church to please come forward for the invocation.
So let's begin. Gracious God, each of us in our own ways, from our own traditions, would invoke your presence with us today as we gather on this ceremonial occasion. In your wisdom, love, and God, you have set us within families. You have gathered families into communities, communities that combine and make us a strong nation. We are thankful for the people of Middletown. We are grateful for these individuals who have come forward to serve in elected positions on their behalf. Bless Tony Perry and Kimberly Kratz as they take the oath of office. With these solemn words come a public trust. So we pray that they would confirm in them a commitment to what is true, what is right, and what is fair. Endow them with both wisdom and humility. And along with Ryan Clark, Rick Hibell, and Kevin Senabrino, and the administrative staff of Middletown Township, inspire them that they may lead us in renewing ties of mutual respect for our civil life. Fill us with a renewed commitment to work for the people of our township. Deliver us from political pessimism that affects our age. Keep us attuned to the higher standards of public service. Grant us the vision to work for goals and purposes larger than ourselves. And give us the energy and zeal to carry the vision forward. Blessed are you, O Lord our God, for you have set us within communities and called us to promote the common good. And we pray this through Christ our Lord. Amen.
At this time, we have the swearing in of committee member Anthony S. Perry. On November 2nd, 2021, Anthony S. Perry was duly elected as member of the Township Committee of Middletown Township for a term of 3 years expiring December 31st, 2024. The oath of office will be administered by Monmouth County Surrogate Maureen T. Rage. This time, I'd like to invite Anthony Perry to the microphone with his family.
Perry,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith
and that I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same
and allegiance to the same,
and to the governments established in the United States
and to the governments established in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people.
and I do swear to faithfully,
And I do swear to faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform all the duties of
and justly perform all the duties of
Township Committeeman,
Township Committeeman,
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability,
so help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations.
At this time, we are swearing in of committee member Kimberly Kratz. On November 2nd, 2021, Kimberly Kratz was duly elected as a member of the Township Committee of the Middletown Township for an unexpired term of 2 years, expiring December 31st, 2023. The oath of office will be administered by Monmouth County Surrogate Maureen T. Rich. Anyone in Kratz's family who would like to please come forward?
This is the reason that the Giants game is at 4 o'clock.
You don't want my Costco oil.
You'll probably ask, we can't see anything.
I, Kimberly Kratz,
I, Kimberly Kratz,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith
and I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same,
and allegiance to the same,
to the governments established in the United States
to the governments established in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and I do swear to faithfully,
and I do swear to faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform all the duties of Township Committee,
and justly perform all of the duties of Township Committee,
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
appointing the township attorney for 2022.
Motion to approve. Second.
Committeeman Clark.
Yes.
Committeeman Hibell.
Yes.
Committeewoman Kratz.
Yes.
Committeeman Perry.
Yes.
Committeeman Sedambrino.
Yes.
Motion carries to adopt resolution 22-01. At this time, it is necessary to appoint, for the township committee to elect a mayor for 2022.
I'd like to make a motion here for my friend and great mayor that's down here, Tony Perry.
Second.
Committeeman Clark.
Yes.
Committeeman Hibell.
Yes.
Committeewoman Kratz.
Yes.
Committeeman Perry.
Yes.
Committeeman Sedambrino.
Yes.
Motion carries to appoint Mayor Tony S. Perry for 2022. At this time, I'd like to invite Mayor Perry to please come forward for the oath of office. The oath of office will be conducted by Monmouth County Sheriff Sean Golden.
All right, Mayor. And on the Bible, raise your right hand. I, Anthony S. Perry,
I, Anthony S. Perry,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith
and that I will bear true
and
faith
allegiance to the same
and allegiance to the same
and to the governments
and to the governments
established in the United States
established in the United
and
States
in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
And I do swear
And I do
to
swear
faithfully,
faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly perform
all the duties of
all the duties of
mayor
mayor
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my abilities.
So help me God.
So help me God.
She was sworn in too, Tony.
Listen, she's the only person who's really wearing that. Yeah.
There you go, Reagan.
This time, it is necessary for the Township Committee to elect a deputy mayor for 2022.
We're gonna need to have a discussion about this.
Make the motion to appoint Committeeman Hibell, my friend and a great colleague, to serve as the deputy mayor for 2022.
Second.
Committeeman Clark. Committeewoman Kratz.
Yeah.
Committeeman Sedambrino.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Hibell. Mayor Perry.
Yes.
Motion carries.
One more year.
This is exciting. Lorian swearing me in. I love it. I love it.
Who was the first one to ask?
Yes.
Very honored by that.
We won't get into the details, but yeah.
One whole day.
I, Rick Hibell,
I, Rick Hibell,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith
and I bear true faith
and alliance to the same
and allegiance to the same,
and to the governments established in the United States
and to the governments established in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and I do swear to faithfully,
and I do swear to faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform all the duties of Deputy Mayor
and justly perform all the duties of Deputy Mayor
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Huh? Yes. Well, good morning, everybody, and Happy New Year to all. It is so wonderful to not only be back together for Middletown's annual reorganization, but to do it from this incredibly beautiful new building. So Happy New Year and welcome. You know, I am very humbled, I have to say, to once again have been chosen by my colleagues to serve as your mayor. And I want to thank them, all of them, for their dedication and their service to Middletown Township. I am so honored to serve alongside such dedicated public servants, and I'm very grateful. So thank you, all of you. I want to congratulate my friend and running mate committeewoman Kim Kratz for her resounding victory this past November. And in just a few short months serving on the Township Committee, Kim's passion and professionalism has made her a wonderful running mate as well as leader in Middletown. And I am thrilled to have the opportunity to serve alongside her. Kim, congratulations. I also want to congratulate and thank my friend, Deputy Mayor Rick Hibell. I'm grateful for his continued willingness, despite maybe what Kelly thinks, to serve in this role. And we are fortunate for his dedication and strong leadership that he brings every day to Middletown. Rick, thank you. Now, this is the fourth time in as many years that I have had the honor to serve as mayor. But today, we are all experiencing a first together. Today, we're all taking part in history. 358 years after our founding, we're gathered here together to take part in the first meeting held in our new municipal building. Now, despite the amazing length of time between the days of Sachin Pampora and Lenny Lenape, Penelope Stout, and Richard Hartshorn, we continue to make history. Middletown's place as a fixture of American history is well documented from our role as the center for America's fight for independence, as the first domestic line of defense against fascism in World War II. We served as a symbol for patriotism and strength after the September 11th attacks, and we gathered together to recover after Superstorm Sandy. Middletown has stood the test of time. We have witnessed successes, and we have also suffered some defeats. But we keep pushing forward. We keep proving Middletown's perseverance. And now this building will serve as a symbol not of what government is capable of, but of what its people are capable of. This new building is not to protect the governors, but for the governed to demand excellence from its leaders, to ensure that the quality of life that we all enjoy is preserved and survives for generations to come. And I am incredibly honored and proud to welcome you all here today. 2021 was the year of recovery from COVID-19. And our aggressive agenda did not stop or slow due to the pandemic. It was built on the successes of the previous 2 years and much more. Despite revenue shortfalls caused by the pandemic, we were able to provide our residents with a budget that held the line on property taxes. And I can assure you one thing, you can expect that same fiscal responsibility that Middletown residents have seen year after year in 2022. At our reorganization meeting in 2020, the Township Committee voted to unanimously acquire the old tool rental facility on Leonardville Road. And in 2021, I'm proud to say that not only is that acquisition complete, but we've broken ground. We've broken ground and begun the process of building a 100% affordable housing project for the men and women who have honorably served this nation. I'm very confident that in the first few weeks of 2022, Monmouth County will approve our plans and allow us to begin construction. And the completion of this project serves as a top priority for Middletown, and we are grateful to every single person who worked tirelessly to make this a possibility. Last year, Middletown was able to secure federal funding through the CARES Act to support our small businesses, crippled by the pandemic. And through the Middletown Economic Relief Program, we awarded nearly $500,000 to more than 30 businesses in form of grants to ensure that they did not close their doors forever. So from No Limits Cafe to Code Ninja to the Pancake House, these funds could not have been delivered at a more perfect time. Now, our commitment to the environment was again a top priority for Middletown. And not only were we able to successfully implement the voter-approved open space referendum, we continue to see an unprecedented effort by our residents to embrace our styrofoam recycling program. And at the end of 2021, we voted to acquire Fairview Fields, preventing it from being developed and forever preserving it as a place for young athletes to enjoy. Our families are also able to explore our newly completed playgrounds at 3 parks in different corners of our town. And in 2022, you can expect even greater investments into our recreational facilities. Now, this is only a very small portion of the accomplishments of 2021, but I'm confident, yes, I'm confident that not only will this extraordinary work continue, it will grow in 2022. As I mentioned earlier, fiscal discipline will remain the top priority of this township committee. And not only will we continue to renew that commitment, but we will take an active approach, an active role in speaking out on the cost drivers that our residents are forced to incur because of the never-ending unfunded mandates that Trenton loves to pass along. Our efforts to enhance the quality of life in Middletown will not be stopped by anyone, not Trenton and not the judicial system. This year, I'll be working with the surrounding municipalities to work on a solution to the abandoned, damaged, or forgotten properties that lower property values and deter investment. This governing body will no longer tolerate the bureaucratic speed of the judiciary to solve this problem. Neighbors should not be forced to look at overgrown properties. Kids should not have to stand in front of overcrowded driveways as they wait for the school bus. And financial institutions will not bully municipalities regarding bank-owned properties. This may not seem like a big issue to some, but to others, this is a long overdue fix that should be handled at the state level, but that conversation must begin somewhere. Now, each time I've delivered the annual mayor's address, I have reaffirmed one hope. I've reaffirmed a universal hope of every parent to provide their children with a better life than they had. However, these last 2 years have been incredibly difficult, and incredibly difficult for all of us. The COVID-19 pandemic impacted our small businesses. It's hurt our families, but it has disproportionately impacted our students. These decisions made by policymakers at each level of government weigh heavily on the next generation of Americans, the next generation of nurses, of teachers, of athletes, of electricians, of leaders. They've all been impacted. There are millions of students now trying to catch up for time lost. There are millions of young people dealing with the pressures of social media. There are millions of parents seeking to provide their children with the same quality education and equal opportunity that we have all been gifted. This pandemic threw millions of students out of the classroom, away from their friends, their peers, and their teachers. And because of this, they are all reeling from this emotional, social, and academic crisis. Now, this is a nationwide issue that we must acknowledge, but that doesn't mean that the solution to this problem cannot begin here in Middletown. Therefore, today I'm announcing the establishment of the Next Generation Support Program, dedicated to assisting our young people with the academic help that they need, the emotional support required, and the social guidance necessary to help every student. This is not and should not be a partisan issue. It's a moral issue. It's an issue that I will not be silent on. And I hope you'll join me in helping our young people, our next generation, because we cannot promise our children a better life, a better future, a better world, unless we're willing to assist them today. Now, nothing I say here is possible without the team that jumps in at all the projects and initiatives that come from the Township Committee. Our administration is made up of incredibly dedicated professionals that I'm honored to work alongside. From our Township Administrator, Tony Mercantante, who is celebrating his birthday with us here today. Tony, happy birthday. Our Township Attorney, Brian Nelson, our Clerk, Heidi Brunt, our CFO, Colleen Lapp, and our Public Works Director, Ted Maloney, and so many others who work tirelessly to make all of this possible. Now, I want to give a special shout out to some individuals that I rely on the most. Laura Mattis, whose quick wit has kept me on my toes, certainly, and who I could not effectively do this job without. Our communications team, Tara Burson, who is, I think, is taking pictures over in the corner over there, and Raven Rentis, who demonstrate how government should, can, and will continue to inform our residents of all that's happening in Middletown. Now, I purposely left out one person because just over 24 hours ago, I had the absolute honor of swearing her in, helping swear her in, and that is Monmouth County's new surrogate, Maureen Raish. After 20 years of service to Middletown and to the residents, serving 10 different mayors, countless township committee members, she supported the 37 Middletown families who lost loved ones on September 11, 2001. She served through Superstorm Sandy, through the COVID-19 pandemic, and still Maureen continues to answer the call to public service. There is no person more uniquely qualified than Maureen Raish to serve as our county surrogate. I am so proud to call you a friend, and I know that Cliff could not be more proud. Maureen, thank you. In 2021, Middletown was rated again one of the safest communities, not just in New Jersey, but in the United States of America. And the dedication and professionalism of our police department has risen to the challenge, especially in light of the COVID-19 pandemic. And I'm honored to work alongside them each and every day. And I cannot tell you how much I appreciate the willingness, the collaboration, and the effort each and every day made especially by our Chief of Police, Craig Weber. I also want to thank and acknowledge our Deputy Chiefs, Chief Bob Stefanski and Deputy Chief John Kaiser. I want to thank our all-volunteer fire department and our former chiefs and our fire chiefs. A lot of former chiefs are here, all of whom I've had the great fortune of working with so closely over these last 3 years. And I want to extend a sincere thank you to the fire department's 2021 chief, John Friedman. Chief Friedman's leadership and dedication was second to none. And Chief, on behalf of all of Middletown's residents, I want to thank you for the honorable and dedicated service you brought to the department. I want to congratulate our 2022 chief, somebody who needs no introduction, Chief Bernie Chenoweth. Chief, congratulations. To all of our emergency services personnel, our EMS, our OEM, thank you. Charlie Rogers, Chief Goldstein, thank you. Thank you for your tireless efforts for Middletown. It does not go unnoticed, and it is so appreciated, you jumping up at a moment's notice to give your fellow residents a helping hand. Now, before I close, I obviously need to take a minute to thank the people closest to me, my parents. Nice timing, Mom. Great job. My parents, Scott and Colleen, my brother, Justin, his wife, Ashley, their son, Caleb, my sister, Emily, my brother, Luke, for their amazing support. And I'm so fortunate to have a loving and very understanding wife in Alana. I do this job to the best of my ability each and every day so that we can be proud of the community that we're building here, a community that we're ensuring we can pass on to Reagan. Alana, I can't thank you enough for the incredible support and love that you give me each and every day and all that you do for our family. Thank you. Now, as I mentioned earlier, this is the fourth time I've had the honor of giving this address, and each time has been very different. But my commitment to this position remains the same. My commitment to this community remains the same. In 2021, we began our recovery. We reunited with family and friends. We gathered again at our annual parades, at Middletown Day, and we commemorated the 20th anniversary of September 11th. We celebrated the 100th anniversary of our amazing library because we began our recovery, and I could not be more proud to have been a part of it. Perseverance is the heartbeat of Middletown. Perseverance is the heartbeat of our nation. And we must push forward just like we have in our historic and storied past. So let us continue to write a history that we can be proud of. Let us continue and look forward towards our future, a future filled with hope, a future filled with optimism, a future that we will all be proud to pass on. It's been my honor to serve as your mayor, and I'm honored to sit in this position once again for 2022. God bless you, God bless America, and God bless Middletown. Thank you all very much.
At this time, the new deputy mayor presents the address for the upcoming year, 2022.
One of the hardest things to do on this committee, I think, is to go after this fine gentleman here. So, an amazing speech. I was talking to my son and wife earlier today, and I said, I didn't really prepare a speech. And my wife said to me, why? And I said, because Tony's going to say everything that I'm going to say, so I'm going to have to go after him. But here I am. So I want to thank the committee, everyone, and the professionals that I sit up here with. Just an amazing job, just an amazing team. I look forward to 2022. I do want to let the committee know, and the whole audience here, what happened here the last few days. Very important, and this is something that the mayor did miss. I passed by here a couple days ago, and I saw a gentleman working in here with a hard hat and a flashlight and some carpet tools. And I just want to let everyone know who that was. That was the mayor here. He was doing everything and probably spending, the mayor's office will probably confirm, probably about 20 hours a day, making sure this room is set for us and ready to go. So I want to thank him for that. I thought I saw maybe Steve from Intech here before, Steve, and then our professionals as well. This room is amazing. This is something that has been needed for a long time, and it's impressive sitting here, and I'm sure it's the same way from where you're sitting. It's great to have the space and the open space, but thank you for Tony pushing this over the finish line once again. I want to thank the chiefs, the fire chiefs. I sat in those chairs, and Bernie, this is it, man. This is the last year and the best year. Chief Friedman, amazing job. I don't know if he's back there. Is he hiding back there? I wish he was. He did an amazing job. He communicated with us every step of the way, and I appreciate that. So please pass that along to him. I want to thank the EMS chiefs, Floyd. An amazing job. You guys have went out every day, just like our fire department, volunteers, and responded over 5,000 calls this year. I just got the stats from John Drucker. Thank you for preparing them. Over 5,000 volunteer calls is just really amazing. And I think I was talking to somebody the other day, one of the ex-chiefs in the EMS, and there was ambulances running all over the place. There was, I think it was 2 days ago, there was about 7 calls going out at once. And I said, why is Rumson coming into town? He said, Deputy Mayor, we have 8 calls going on right now that we don't have enough people to come out. So thank you guys. The fire department, thank you again. I also do want to bring up a few more stats that John has given me, which just amazes me. The total volunteer hours this year between EMS and fire was 66,000 man hours that were done. That's almost 1 hour per residence. John said we will definitely be there next year, but I just find that amazing. I know that this year and last year were very difficult times, and for everyone to go out to places where they don't know and get out on a truck or an ambulance with people that may be sick or may not be sick is just shows a lot of character. And I just want to thank you, thank everyone involved. Excuse me. I also want to take a moment here to thank Kim for taking over somebody's shoes that were some big shoes to fill. Pat Snell, who's not here, who's done an amazing job and held us together here, and you have filled those shoes, and I appreciate that. So I just didn't want to forget to talk to you about that, but just amazing job. So thank you. Last in closing here, I have to thank my family, my smiling wife, my son who's always there supporting me, my mom and dad who don't miss anything, my in-laws who never really miss anything, but they're not here today, John and Judy Condon. Thank you for everything. This job is not possible without them and all of our friends, our family that support us throughout the year. So thank you. Happy New Year, everyone.
Next item is the appointment of the fire department officers, the newly elected officers of Middletown Township Fire Department for a full 1-year term expiring December 31st, 2022. At this time, I'd like to invite Fire Chief Bernard F. Chenoweth III. Please come forward with your family for your oath of office.
You're not going Facebook Live from up here? Come on, I'd love to hear we're live.
We're live.
Reagan found it particularly funny. I, Bernard F. Chenoweth III,
I, Bernard F. Chenoweth III,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith
and that I will
and allegiance
bear allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments established in the United States
and to the governments established in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people.
under the,
And I do swear
and I do swear
to faithfully,
to faith,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all of the duties
all of the duties
of Fire Chief
of Fire Chief
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help you God.
Help me.
Congratulations, Chief.
At this time, I'd like to invite Deputy Chief John Waltz Jr. to please come forward with your family.
Story of your life. You got to wait for the chief, right? Right? I, John Waltz Jr.,
I, John Waltz,
solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith
and I will bear
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the same
to the same,
and to the governments established in the United States
the government established in the United States
and in this state
and in this state,
under the authority of the people.
under the,
And I do swear
and I do swear
to faithfully,
faithfully,
partially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all of the duties
all the duties
of Deputy Fire Chief
of Deputy
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help you God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
At this time, I'd like to invite First Assistant Chief to please come forward, William Kane Jr.
I, William Kane Jr., do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
the Constitution
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
and allegiance
to the same and to the governments established in the United States
and to the government
and in this state
and in this
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
And I do swear to faithfully,
To faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
justly,
all of the duties of First Assistant Chief
of First Assistant
according to the best of my ability.
according to
So help you
the
God.
law of God.
Congratulations.
At this time, I'd like to invite Second Assistant Chief Anthony Fulcinetti. Please come forward.
I, Anthony Fulcinetti,
I
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
Constitution
and that I will bear true faith
and that
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments established in the United States and in this state
and in this
under the authority of the people. And I do swear
and I do swear
to faithfully,
to faithfully,
impartially, and justly perform
and justly
all of the duties of Second Assistant Fire Chief
of Second Assistant
according to the best of my ability.
according to the
So help you God.
so.
Congratulations.
This time, I'd like to invite Third Assistant Chief Daniel P. Kelly to please come forward with your family.
I, Daniel P. Kelly,
I, Daniel P. Kelly,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the state
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the state of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments established in the United States
and to the governments established in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people.
under the
And I do swear to faithfully, impartially,
impartially
and justly perform
and justly perform
all of the duties
all of the duties
of Third Assistant Fire Chief
of third assistant fire chief
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best
So help you God.
of my
Congratulations, Chief.
At this time, we have the appointment of the Township of Middletown Emergency Medical Services Department. We have the newly elected officers of the Middletown Township First Aid for a full term of 1 year expiring December 31st, 2022. At this time, I'd like to invite the EMS Chief, Floyd Goldstein, to please come forward with your family.
I, Floyd Goldstein,
I, Floyd Goldstein,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith
and I will bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments established in the United States
and to the governments established in the United States
and in this state
and in this state,
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
And I do swear
And I do swear
to faithfully,
faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all of the duties
all of the duties
of EMS Chief
of EMS Chief
according to the best of your ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help you God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Chief.
this time, I'd like to invite EMS Deputy Chief Peter Procopio to please come forward with your family.
I, Peter Procopio, do solemnly swear
Do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I support the
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
Constitution
and that I will bear true faith
and I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same
to the same
and to the governments established in the United States
and the government
and in this state
and
under the authority of the people. And I do swear
I use
faithfully,
faith
impartially,
and partially
and justly perform
and justly perform
all of the duties of EMS Deputy Chief according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my
So help you God.
ability.
Congratulations. Do it right here.
Unfortunately, Assistant Chief for the EMS, Brian McKittrick, could not be here today. At this time, I'd like to announce a 5-minute recess. So if you'd like to come back at 11:16, that would be great.
Motion to approve the consent agenda.
Clark. Committeewoman Kratz. Committeeman Sedambrino. Deputy Mayor Hibell. Mayor Perry.
Yes.
Motion carries to adopt consent agenda. At this time, we have Resolution 22-09 for a separate vote, a resolution to appointment of police physicians for 2022. And Clark. Committeewoman Kratz. Committeeman Sedambrino. Deputy Mayor Hibell. Mayor Perry.
Recuse.
Motion carries to adopt Resolution 22-09 with recusal noted. At this time, we have 22-14, a resolution appointment of Township Conflicts Council.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Committeeman Clark. Committeewoman Kratz. Committeeman Sedambrino. Deputy Mayor Hibell. Mayor Perry.
Yes.
Motion carries to adopt Resolution 22-14 with recusal noted. This time, we have 22-16, a resolution for appointment of Tax Appeals and Foreclosure Council.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Committeeman Clark. Committeewoman Kratz. Committeeman Sedambrino. Deputy Mayor Hibell. Mayor Perry.
Yes.
Motion carries to adopt Resolution 22-16 with recusal noted. This time we have 22-19, a resolution appointment of township consulting engineers.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Committeeman Clark, Committeewoman Kratz, Committeeman Sedambrino, Deputy Mayor Hibell, Mayor Perry.
Yes.
Motion carries to adopt resolution 22-19. At this time, we have 22-20, a resolution appointment of qualified redevelopment planner.
Motion to approve.
Committeeman Clark, Committeewoman Kratz, Committeeman Sedambrino, Deputy Mayor Hibell, Mayor Perry.
Yes.
Motion carries to adopt resolution 22-20. This time, we have the oath of office for volunteer appointments. If you are being appointed to a volunteer board or commission today, would you please rise for the oath of office? I state your name. Do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same and to the governments established in the United States and in this state, under the authority of the people, and I do swear to faithfully, impartially, and justly perform all the duties of, state your office, according to the best of my ability, so help me God. Thank you. I'm going to invite them to go out and sign and then come back in. This time we have Township Committee comments.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Good morning, everyone, and I want to congratulate the mayor and deputy mayor on yet another term. Mayor, fourth term. You've been leading the town well, and look forward to working with you for yet another year. And it's certainly been consistent, and we and the people of Middletown certainly appreciate that. And to Deputy Mayor Hibell, thank you again for stepping up to the deputy mayor position. Great job, and appreciate all your time that you put in for this. To new committee woman, Kim Kratz. As the deputy mayor mentioned, you have some big shoes that you are filling excellently, and it's a pleasure to serve with you and sit next to you. So welcome aboard to the committee. I know you've been doing a great job so far. Look forward to the next year. Mayor, just have a couple more hours to go. So we fantastic. Until midnight, right, Mayor?
Yeah.
Good. So this building is certainly an accomplishment. I think this began about 3.5 years ago or so when we voted to begin this process. It's been a long process, but certainly one that's come to a bit of a culmination today. And it's a great building, great to be in it, great to start off the new year. So with that, Happy New Year to everyone. And, that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. Committeewoman Kratz.
Good morning and Happy New Year to everyone. When I was reviewing our packet to prepare for our meeting this morning, it really struck me that this reorganization meeting is really quite a celebration and a testament and acknowledgement about how many dedicated people that we have serving our community. It's an exciting time, a new beginning to what hopes to be a fantastic future and a wonderful year ahead. I want to thank my colleagues on the Township Committee. Mayor, you were a fantastic running mate. It was a whirlwind of an experience for me, it being my first, and I'm thankful for your leadership, and I admire and respect it greatly, and more importantly, I'm to my rest of my colleagues on the Township have been so kind and welcoming me so warmly, and I'm very thankful. I appreciate each of you, and I look forward to continuing our work together in the coming years for sure. In a very short time, I recognize how many dedicated people that we have working behind the scenes to make our township run as effectively as possible. And I just wanted to thank the support staff in the mayor's office. and our amazing communications department. A special thanks to our new Monmouth County surrogate, Maureen Raish, for swearing me in today. I couldn't have chosen a more perfect person to do so. And I just wanted to also thank you for the gazillion questions you have answered since I began, and your kindness and your friendship. And I wish you absolutely all of the very best in your new position. You're going to be fantastic. So, and thank you to my family, my husband, Willis, our two sons, Luke and Jack. This job is really impossible to do without the support of your family, and I'm blessed with really one of the very best. Thank you for recognizing how important it is to serve our community that we really all do love so much. To my parents, Marianne and Joe Kelly, I will never tire of saying how incredibly proud I am to be your daughter. You have raised all of us by an example of being willing to help. And I thank you and respect and admire both of you greatly. I am truly honored to serve the residents of Middletown, and I thank you for trusting me and all of our team for keeping our town a wonderful place to live and to work and to raise a family. I'm so excited for all of the good that is yet to come. Every day we're given an opportunity to do even better than the day before, and I'm so very excited for our future. Thank you.
Go ahead and try and top that, Committeeman Clark.
Well, I will say, I was going to open up with, man, I know how Rick Hibell feels now. So I'm going to just start with Kim. So glad to have you as part of the team. And just these few months that we've gotten to know each other and work together, can't wait to see what the rest of my colleagues up here, both the professional, Evan, you guys have helped me through this first year to kind of learn what this is all about and how to move forward and how to do things in a way. So I appreciate that guidance. To Mayor and Deputy Mayor and Kim, congratulations on being sworn in today. It's a ton of work. We know that. Work it really is, I would say. You guys all did a ton, and it's can't wait to see where it goes. Maureen, congratulations. I'm sorry I missed yesterday, but couldn't be happier for you. And like I said to you at the last meeting, I can't wait to see what you do with that position, because we know what you've done for our town, and you have, if you put in the 110% in that job that you did here, you're gonna take it. So thank you. To our support team, everybody in the mayor's office, you guys help keep us everywhere we need to be all the time. And I appreciate that very much. And you guys are going to do a great job. So thank you. I was just saying thank you to our support staff.
You need a water or something?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I want to thank the community. I know I said it last year when I got sworn in, but the opportunity to serve is something that I don't think anybody takes lightly. You have the opportunity to help kind of mold the way that our town is looked at. It truly is a privilege. Having served as a lieutenant and a captain and a fire chief in the fire department, I was able to kind of learn those steps of how to become a leader. And ultimately ending up at this desk. If you had asked me 3 years ago that I'd be sitting here, I would have told you I don't think so. But it truly is an honor, and I can't wait to see what we can do as a team moving forward. The mayor discussed a whole bunch of initiatives for 2022 and beyond. I just think it's going to be a tremendous time to be in and around Middletown. And then from there, I'd like to thank my wife and my kids, Kristen, Casey, and Harper. You guys help me out all the time. You make sure that I can get wherever I need to go, even if I have to miss some things sometimes. I appreciate that very much. Then just to close with, we've been in some weird times. I kind of touched on it last month as well. We've had some just unprecedented ways of dealing with things. And I was watching a movie over the winter break, and the end of the movie struck me, and it just seemed to be very, very poignant. And it just, at the end, it said there should be no sheep. We're all here to make things better, paint the world with rainbows, and make it what it can be, not what someone wants it to be. No negotiation, just free minds. And if we take that to everything that we do, I think we can do really, really well. So thank you very much, and to a great year. Thanks, Mayor.
Thank you. Sorry about that, interrupting you. Deputy Mayor.
Just quickly, I do have some business. I do shout out to Ted and his team for getting East Road finished, cleaned. Thank you. The paving's awesome. Everything is good. It needed to be done before the winter, so I appreciate you pushing that one through. That was a dangerous road that has been corrected at very little expense to us, so which I'm very happy to report.
That's always good.
Laura, Kim did it. You got to do it. You got the shoes. You got to film there, which I know you will. Maureen was the best at herding us, and I always say this. She said, "I got to herd the cats." So you got to herd the cats, and I know you will. So I'm very excited to be working with you all again. So happy New Year, everyone.
Thanks. All right, and I only want to acknowledge a few people, obviously, that have joined us today. Obviously, our Sheriff, Sean Golden, thank you to him for his dedication to Monmouth County and for coming out this morning and swearing me in. Our Congressman, Chris Smith, he might have stepped out after our little recess, the old, well, we call it a Joe K, and Joe K'd, I think, too. Former Senator Joe Carrillos, former Mayor Pete Carton is here. Former Mayor Tony Fiore is here. Former Mayor and Assemblyman Jerry Scharfenberg is here. Our Board of Education, I want to thank our President, Joan Minuis, is back there. I see Vice President Frank Capone. Anybody else?
Barry was here.
Oh, Barry was here. That's right. Thank you, Don. Barry Heffernan was here as well. To three really dedicated individuals that made this day possible, literally made it possible. Steve Rizzo, brother, great job back there. I mean, seriously, amazing job. Steve was, him and I were in sync, looking at the, knowing exactly what needed to get done. Let's find the solution. So Steve, thanks for your efforts. Thanks for all that you did. Steve Rhodes, who was in the back here, was behind this this big door back here. He was the man, and anything I ever needed, it was right on. And to Eric Moore, the head of Brandywine, thank you. He's not here today, but Eric has just done a phenomenal job. There's obviously still work that needs to be done. Our old town hall is set to be demolished and paved over to be the parking lot for this building, but just an excellent job. And then to Joe Kaczynski, I really do want to thank him. On Friday when the township was closed, there were still some things that he needed to do to come in to make this day possible. And he did. His team came in, made Steve sweat a little bit, but it was all good. We're here this morning. To all of our professionals that are joining us here today, thank you. Some are new, some have been here a long time. Thank you for what you do. Thanks for being a part of making this town a great place to live. Thanks for being there, for answering our calls, and to all of our volunteers. Steve Schweitzer is back here. I don't know when this guy rests. I mean, honest to God. But, I'm looking at so many individuals that have been a part of the volunteerism. Chief Hibell is here, Vlad, Dave, Carl, and Tony Panzica. I mean, the volunteer, I think his middle name is Volunteer. These are all dedicated individuals that make this place work and that make it great. Charlie Rogers, Kathy Rogers, Roberta Sheridan, Frida McLaughlin. I mean, these are all people who just day in and day out make a lot of what we do a lot easier because of your professionalism and your volunteerism. So thank you. With that being said, I'm going to open up for the first time here at the new municipal building for public comment. Any member of the public wishing to make a public comment, joining us here via, except for my daughter. It's the only person I'm going to say is not allowed. She's had her 5 minutes. I'm done. Any member of the public that is joining us here via at Town Hall that would like to make a public comment, we ask that you step forward. We'll have a microphone for you. We ask that you state your name and address for the record and that you keep your comments to 5 minutes. At 4 minutes, I'll let you know that you have 1 minute remaining. Any member of the public wishing to make a public comment? Okay, seeing no member of the public stepping forward here at Town Hall. Heidi, anyone joining us via WebEx that would like to make a public comment, you can use the raised hand feature. No member of the public stepping forward. I move to close the public portion. Happy New Year. Thank you. And thanks for being a part of the history here at this new building. Motion to adjourn.
Okay, Committeeman Clark,
Yes.
Committeewoman Kratz, Committeeman Sedambrino, Deputy Mayor Hibell,
Yes.
and Mayor Perry.
Yes. Happy New Year all. Thank you very much.